Schmack'em-a-gob, everybody. The great Dennis Turney Jr. He donated for me to do some few track by tracks, and this time he wants me to put Elton John's Madman Across the Water versus, hey, look, I got this one, Bob Seger with Beautiful Loser. I gotta say, man, I listened to this last night, because Dennis sent me this. Oh, let me listen to this album. I haven't heard it in a while. I gotta say, man, let me see if I can find it. Where are you? Right here. And this album kind of spoils it, because every song on this album from this album is 100 times better. 100 times better, I think. One song's kind of close, though, and I'll talk about it. But still better on Live Bullet. All right, now, I don't own Madman Across the Water, and after listening to it today, I need to change that. Oh my God, what a great album. Awesome album. All the way back in 1971. Now, I'm kind of a casual Elton John fan, but when he did his farewell tour, which probably will be, I don't know. I don't care. Either way, I went, because I never seen Elton John, and it was a bucket list, because I grew up with Benny and the Jets. I had Benny and the Jets as a 45. Philadelphia Freedom, all that stuff in the 70s, you couldn't escape it. Daniel is a song that I don't even want to talk about. But he has so many hits. And there's so many hits on here. Well, no, there's not many hits on here. There's like 2 or 3. But the songs I didn't know on here are great. They're all great. It's an all killer, no filler album. I need to buy it on CD. Not vinyl, on CD. Well, maybe vinyl. All right, so here we go. All right, here we go. We start with Tiny Dancer versus Beautiful Loser. You know what, man? I'm giving it to Tiny Dancer, but I'll tell you this, man. If it was going against Beautiful Loser on this, it would win. The Beautiful Loser studio version is not bad. It's nice. It's pretty. But this version blows it away, in my opinion. I'm giving it to Tiny Dancer. All right, next. Leave On. Man, listening to Leave On today, it's the other hit on here. I think that's it as far as his. The vocal performance on Elton John on that song is unfreaking believable. It's intense. Very intense. Love the hell out of that song. It's going against Black Knight, which is a rockin' tune, but I gotta go with Elton John again, man. All right, next. Razorface versus Kathmandu again. And I think Kathmandu is not very good on the studio version. It's awesome on here. And it would win against Razorface, but not the studio version. I'm giving it to Elton John. Razorface is a cool tune, too. All right, next. Madman Across the Water. I love it, but it's going against Jody Girl. Jody Girl is almost countryish, and I'm not a big country fan, but I love that song, man. I'm giving it to Bob Seger. All right, let's pick a random album, and let's go over here. So this episode is brought to you from Dennis Turney Jr. and Melissa and... Oh, I got 2 albums here. All right, look, The Decline of Western Civilization, and what's the other one? Oh, Deceased. This is a great album. I had King... Where's his autograph? Well, it's in black, but he signed it there. Both great albums. This one has You Can Run, But You Can't Hide from Armored Saint. The first time I met John Bush, I told him, man, you can't run, you can't hide. When you sing that, what was yours is now mine line, it's like the most intense shit ever. And he laughed. I have it on video, me doing that. Yeah, Cradle to the Grave, Killer Motorhead track. The Prophecy, Queen's Right, The Brave, Metal Church, Rigor Mortis, Foaming at the Mouth. That's how I got into Rigor Mortis. I bought that album because of that song. And Seduce. Good stuff. And this, man, it's called As the Weird Travel. Good stuff. Well, if you like the death metal stuff. All right, let's continue. All right, Indian Sunset versus Traveling Man. I'm going with Bob Seger on that one. Finally, right? I don't think Bob Seger's... Oh, yeah, Bob Seger got Jody Girl. But Traveling Man is better on here, but it's the closest on the studio album as good as the live bullet. It's almost there. Giving it to Traveling Man. I love that song. Next, Holiday Inn versus Mama. I'm going Mama, man. I love that song. It's beautiful. Beautiful tune. Probably would have been better on live bullet, though. All right, next. Rotten Peaches versus Nutbush Limits. Definitely Rotten Peaches. Nutbush Limits is kind of like, I don't know. It's whatever. Giving that to Elton John. All right, next. All the Nasties. Beautiful piano ballad. And that's going against Sailing Nights, which is a nice ballad too, but I'm going with Elton John on that one. I got to get this Madman Across the Water on CD. Maybe vinyl. All right. Last song. Goodbye versus Fine Memory. Fine Memory wins. It's a great acoustic-y little tune. It wins. So there you go, Dennis. This is the final score. And that was pretty damn close. You know, Bob Seger would have won this if those studio versions were as good as Live Bullet. In my opinion. What's your opinion? Leave it in the comments below. Thank you, Dennis and Melissa. You all rule. And everybody out there, you all rule as well for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithm. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and accept Metal Heart and Elton John, Madman Across the Water, and fuck it, listen to a live Bob Seger live bullet. Hell yeah, and smack 'em a gob.